Hi everybody, so we have three sets of binoculars here, all 10x42, one with ED glass, another with ED glass and a third set without ED glass, and so that means that these are the lowest specification and will give the lesser view out of the three, right? Wrong. Let me try to explain. Okay, we'll look at these two sets first and then you decide which is more important to you. So these are ED glass and silver coated prisms, and it's the Hawke Endurance ED 10x42. These are not ED glass but have dielectric coated prisms. And so yeah, a lot of people will see the specifications and say, yeah, ED glass, these will be better, they'll give a brighter view. No, they don't actually. Dielectric coated prisms are often overlooked in the specifications for whatever reason. They do give a much brighter image, they let a lot more light through than silver coated. And so when you first look through this set and then you look through this set, non-ED with dielectric coated prisms, it's like the sun just suddenly came out from behind the clouds. The difference is incredible between the two. And so these are priced around about £60 or so more than these, and that is just about right. I would say that represents the difference between the two. So yeah, back onto the ED glass situation. Yes, you will notice less chromatic aberration with the Endurance set than the HDx, and so it's really about what's more important to you, whether you want less chromatic aberration or a brighter image. The difference between them in chromatic aberration, yeah, it is noticeable, but it's even more noticeable the difference in clarity that these give you. Again, it depends on your own preference. ED it helps reduce the chromatic aberration, doesn't completely eliminate it with all binoculars. You'll notice with many of my videos that I will say there's hardly any false colour in the middle, but go off centre and you will notice some, even with ED binoculars, but it's to a reduced amount. And so there is some chromatic aberration with both, but less with these. And just to complicate things, that's only really on high contrast subjects. Away from high contrast subjects, and if like today it's a dull misty UK weather, then the difference is less, and with very low contrast subjects you won't notice the difference other than the exceptionally more brighter image that you get with these, and it's a wider view as well. The difference really is like night and day, and so that is why in some instances non-ED can be better. I guess ED is something people have got to come to associate with high performance binoculars and even a step higher APOs, but binoculars with not ED glass and dielectric coated prisms, it's something that doesn't happen very often. I think there was a Helios set now discontinued that were the same, but I know you have ED excuse me, and APO, but could you put D at the end, 10x42D, would it make them sound like a diesel? But anyway, so now we have the EDX versus HDX. Now both these have dielectric coated prisms, and so basically with the EDX you get the same clarity and brightness of the HDX. They're very similar, well, the same brightness. I know a lot of people will say ED gives a brighter image. It's more to do with, believe me, the quality of prisms. So the only difference with these is, yes, you get far less chromatic aberration with the EDX compared to the HDX, and that's sort of the difference between the three. And so these cost £60 more than the Endurance EDs for a much brighter image, and that is fair price. And so how much less than the EDX are you spending on the HDX to get exactly the same quality of image, brightness wise and contrast, but you just lose that little bit of you gain, I mean, that bit of chromatic aberration, that colour fringing around the edges. £100 less. And so these are often overlooked, I believe, as the middle set between the Endurance and the EDX. The HDX, if you don't mind that little bit of chromatic aberration that you get with these, And a lot of people, when they've tried this set out, I'll point it out and they'll say, I hadn't noticed. And so to some people it's not that important. And so I hope that helps. All 3 sets, by the way, as you know, available to purchase in the link in the description below. Please, when you order from us, reply to the order confirmation email saying that you watch our YouTube channel, and I'll put a little extra something in the box. So I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.